Friends, welcome to today's class. Today, we deal with a safety measure in our electrical circuit, safety fuse. In electrical circuits, we use this device to protect the circuit as well as the personnels, those who are handling the circuit. Now let us see how a fuse protect the circuit and persons from danger. Fuse wire is an element made of a low melting point material which is an alloy of tin and lead, and it is connected in series with the circuit at the very beginning of the circuit. Now when there is electric current flow in the circuit in normal working conditions, there will be certain current in the circuit and the entire circuit will be little bit heated and the fuse wire also will be heated, but the temperature will be below its melting point. Somehow, if there is a high electric current or more electric current in that electrical circuit than normal functioning of the circuit, the heat energy produced at that fuse wire or fuse element will be high and it will reach that melting point of fuse wire and it will melt, breaking the entire circuit, so that circuit and the equipment connected to it, or if we are using that equipment, we all will be safe. So we call that fuse as safety fuse. Let us analyze that with the help of a figure. I will draw the diagram of a normal circuit. See here the circuit, usually we represent this part phase till that equipments or resistors, and after that we call it as neutral, and it indicates with red wires here, red color, and here black color. It is a conventional color coding of phase and neutral. This we will study again in chapter and following chapters in detail. Here we emphasize the working of the fuse alone as the basis of our Joule's law or heating effect of electric current. This fuse wire is made of low melting point, I already told. In ordinary case, current will flow through first equipment, second equipment or third equipment. This can be considered as devices, or we call it gadget. This first gadget, second gadget, third gadget. And the branches we have studied in previous classes. If we have a switch here, S1, this will work, and this S2 and S3. This is actually a parallel connection as in our household circuit. Now, normal case current I1, I2, I3 will be flowing and we get the total current in the circuit. And we have to see what amount of amperage is flowing through this one. For that we can simply calculate amperage in the circuit is wattage by voltage. Individually, if we consider, suppose this is 0.4 amps and this is 0.5 amps and this is 0.3 amps. Say for example, if these three currents are flowing through this one, total current we know I1, I2 and I3 sum 0.4, 0.5 and 0.3, 1.2 amp. So we have to use a fuse wire with a amperage to the next digit, that is 2 amps. Now if all the three equipments are working, maximum of 1.2 amp is flowing, and here we have used a 2 amp fuse wire. So it is safe, heat energy produced won't exceed its melting point. Now when current increases beyond a limit, the heat energy in the circuit will be more and it will be affected here at this fuse wire first, because the melting point of fuse wire, we already stated, it is very low and it will melt and it will break the circuit. Once the circuit is broken here, circuit is open here, in other words, further flow of electric current is blocked in the circuit and all equipments as well as persons, those who are using the equipment, say for example electric iron or heater, where we are touching the electrical equipment, we will be safe. Now we have to see what are the conditions or the possibilities of increasing the current in the circuit. In normal working, this current will be 0.4 or 0.5 and 0.3. But how it can increase? There are two possibilities of increasing the current in the circuit. One is short circuit and other is overload. Here, short circuit is nothing but somehow the phase line and neutral, they come into contact by insulation failure or some mistake in connection. This can be possible either this side, or if these two phase and neutral in the connection of the electrical equipment, if it is in touch with, or phase and neutral somewhere here, if it happens to touch, the total flow will be through the phase to neutral and not through the electrical equipment. If any of this happens here, here or here, current will flow through this circuit straight. Phase and neutral will be in touch with or in contact. So there will be no resistance in the circuit. So we know if once there is no resistance, maximum current will flow and it will be much higher than this 2 ampere or more than that one, and we get that fuse wire melt immediately. At once it will melt because the heat energy will be beyond the melting point of the fuse wire. Now next one is overload. What is meant by overload? Here we have connected 3 electrical equipment. Suppose I am going on connecting equipments. This one, again this one. If we are going on connecting, current will be going on increasing and it will more than 2 ampere, or sometimes if you are connecting here itself is 5 ampere electrical equipment in a branch. So current will be 5 plus 0.5, 0.3, 5.8, but here we used amperage of 2 ampere. So if we go on increasing the number of equipments or increased power of the equipment, this overload can take place. So the specified amperage, if it is more than that, if it is 2 ampere, if we are using more than 2 ampere in branches, this is called overload. The fuse again will melt off because heat energy will be more than its melting point. See friends, from this example, I would like to connect this one to our life situation. We can compare our life to an electrical circuit. See, we know we will be having some restrictions in our life, most probably by our parents, friends or elders, teachers. There will be some sort of hindrance to our free flow that we call resistance in circuit, but here something that they will tell no. That no all can be considered as some hindrance to our free will. This can be termed as a resistance. If this type of no is not there in our life, if all yes, we are free to go wherever we want, we are free to do whatever we want, then the result here we can observe what is happening to the circuit when there is no resistance will happen to our life too. So there will be a short circuit. That circuit will be no more. So though resistance is painful or some cases hard to accept, it is an unavoidable thing to keep our circuit alive or our life alive. So this is a lesson we can have from our physics to our day-to-day life. So dear friends, don't be irritated when you are restricted from something, because your parents know what is not required for you, what is not good for you. They will tell no. Accept it, though it will produce some sort of heat energy, some sort of what is called frustration or tension, just think of this circuit. Circuit will last. Otherwise, circuit will be short circuited. Those who have not yet experienced how a fuse wire cut or burn or fuse, we will have a direct experience now in our class. We will show you how this fuse wire work in a circuit. We consider this first part, short circuit, not overload. Short circuit we will experience here, and we will see how a fuse wire protect a circuit by breaking the circuit when there is a short circuit. This is the simple electrical circuit having a bulb as a gadget, and this the red wire is the phase wire and black is neutral wire, and fuse is connected in phase in series with the switch, and the bulb or the gadget here is bulb. So current flows through the fuse wire and through the switch, through the bulb, circuit is completed. This is the fuse carrier, and these two terminals we connect fuse wire. And for demonstration purpose, instead of tying here, I have tied these fuse wire across these two terminals in the base. Actually, it is not like that. Here only for demonstration purpose. Here also it is working. Current is passing through the fuse wire now. Now here the red and black phase and neutral. Here an insulation failure has made artificially. It's only just to show you. Insulation is cut off, and here also insulation is removed only for demo purpose. Now let us see when these two wires where insulation has broken or missed come in touch with. Hope you have seen how the fuse wire melts and breaks the circuit. This is how the safety fuse ensures safety.